Not every narcissist who collapses falls apart. Some of them mutate. When they are defeated, they become something far more unpredictable and dangerous. They display a series of strategic, sneaky, and downright crazy psychotic and delusional behaviors that only come out when their mask is ripped off in front of the wrong audience. What you are about to hear today is the real monstrosity kicking in, and it is so evil that it can rewrite the entire story in their favor if you do not see it coming. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for today is 5 things only defeated narcissists do after being exposed. Before we get started with number one, quick reminder, I'm doing a training on master co-parenting with a narcissist within a couple of weeks. The dates are 23 and 24 August. Want to join? Click the link in the description of this episode. Number one, they create a shadow scapegoat. When the narcissist is caught and the spotlight is on them in a bad way, they cannot carry the blame for long without it ruining their entire reputation and image. So they quietly pick a new target. This target is usually someone you know, close enough to be believable but far enough from the actual problem that no one questions it at first. It could be a friend in the same social circle, a colleague at work, or even a family member, your family member, their family member. They begin planting seeds of doubt about this person. These comments build a narrative that this new person, new target is the actual problem. People start seeing this other person as suspicious, difficult, or even malicious, all while the narcissist is in the background pulling the strings. It distracts everyone from what the narcissist did and gives them a fresh stage to perform on. If they can make the new scapegoat look bad enough, the attention moves away naturally from them completely. In the minds of others, the story changes from the narcissist did something wrong to maybe we misunderstood, maybe this other person is the real culprit. It's a psychological misdirection that works unless you know to look for it. Number two, they leak truth in controlled doses. When the heat is too strong and they know they cannot hide everything, they release small fragments of the truth. These truths are carefully chosen. They never reveal enough to incriminate themselves fully. They reveal just enough to make it look like they are being honest and self aware. They may say something like, yeah, I made mistakes, but leave out the scale of the damage or the cruelty behind those mistakes. They frame these confessions as if they are a moment of vulnerability, when in reality, it's a calculated distraction. By doing this, they control the narrative. They decide which parts of the truth the world sees and which parts remain buried. They know that if they sprinkle a few admissions here and there, people will believe they are remorseful. It makes them look human, even humble. But underneath, their goal is to control the damage and make sure no one sees the full picture. If anyone tries to expose the rest, they can point to their earlier honesty and say they have already owned up to their mistakes, making the accuser look obsessive or vindictive. Number three, they groom a replacement flying monkey. When their usual enablers either step back or are too tainted by association, they recruit someone new. This person is usually naive, emotionally vulnerable, or indebted to the narcissist in some way. It could be someone who owes them a favor, someone new to the social group, or someone who craves their approval. The narcissist feeds this person a filtered version of the story, painting themselves as the misunderstood victim. They talk about how much pain they are in, how unfairly they are being treated, and how people have turned against them without cause. Over time, this new recruit starts defending the narcissist fiercely because they believe they are protecting someone innocent from a cruel world, which is crazy. This new flying monkey becomes their public shield. They do the defending, the arguing, the discrediting of others. The narcissist stays in the background looking like they are taking the high road while the new recruit does the dirty work. This person has no history with them, so they appear clean in the eyes of others. No one suspects them of being manipulated because they seem to be acting out of compassion. This is something that I have personally experienced. Have you experienced it as well? Let me know in the comments. Number four, they weaponize their own decline. Some narcissists will deliberately spiral in public. That's counterintuitive, but they do. They will start drinking heavily where people can see them. They will cry in front of the right audience, a large audience. They will act erratic and unstable. To outsiders, it looks like they're falling apart from the pressure, from the abuse, but this is deliberate. My mother did it all the time. The goal is to shift the conversation from what they did to look how much they're suffering. Once people see them as broken, sympathy flows. Sympathy replaces suspicion. Now, instead of facing questions about their actions, what happens? They're getting comfort, they're getting support, extreme form of supply. They cry to the right friend, right people, drink in the right bar, or have a public meltdown where they know it will be witnessed. And just like that, the story shifts and the damage they caused starts to fade into the background. That's why they are shapeshifters. That's how they shape and change environments and not just people. Number five, they retreat into an untouchable persona. When all ease fails, they reinvent themselves into someone you cannot criticize without looking bad yourself. They suddenly become hyper religious, deeply philosophical, or committed to a charitable cause. They start posting about morality, forgiveness, and kindness. They attach themselves to causes so pure that questioning them feels like questioning goodness itself. By building an identity around being spiritual, moral, or selfless, they create a barrier between themselves and criticism. If you speak out against them now, you are the one who looks bitter, hateful, or against the very values they are pretending to live by. They turn themselves into the kind of person society, cultures automatically trust and admire. The more they commit to this new role, the harder it becomes for you, for anyone to bring up their past without looking like they are attacking someone who is trying to just be good, to just do good. To bring it all together, once you see these moves, you stop falling for them. You stop feeling sorry when they spiral in public. You stop believing their half truths. Stop defending them when they point the finger at someone else. And most importantly, you stop letting them use morality or charity as a shield. A defeated narcissist is still very dangerous, like a wounded animal. The difference is, once you can read their patterns, they never get to run the same game on you ever again. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Sign up for my waiting list for the membership called Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse. Link is in the description. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.